Alright, today I'm going to solo the raid using all the new items that dropped in this newest update. And that includes Priest right here. We got Pure Hand. We've got the Adrenaline perk. We've got the White Pigeon pet. And we got the new cooldown damage perk right here. And as far as upgrades go, for the Priest, I've got 5 cooldown and 2 damage. I would opt for more cooldown though. And for Pure Hand, I've got 4 cooldown and 3 damage since I want to try and spam the V move of Pure Hand since it's not too bad. Right here is the full build. Since only 1 passive and 1 pet released, I'm going to be using the Bat Pet to fill the void. And I'm going to be using 5% critical chance since if we have critical damage but no critical chance, this perk is basically useless. And I'm going to spin a trait for the Pure Hands right here. I'm going to try to get Focus 3. Well, that was pretty fast. And the last thing I forgot to mention, I'm going to be using the new Ring of Faith and Frost Necklace Gold cosmetic. I think this will be the biggest change in DPS since these two give so much stats that using these two will be a much different experience than usual. So let's get right into this raid. Alright, so I just loaded in. I've got Pure Hand at 100 mastery. I've only got the Priest at 75 mastery. Since the 100 mastery move doesn't do too much damage, and I don't think the V move for the Priest is necessary since it's not a DPS move. Compared to most max builds, the damage here is pretty subpar. Not most powerful, but it's definitely a very interesting build. And it's definitely beginner friendly since, besides the White Pigeon, every item here is easily attainable. Got our first ult here. Might have missed it. No, I got him. Kind of have to aim with that ult right there. Solar Burst is pretty fun to use with Adrenaline. Same with Fist Barrage. It's so fast. It's so quick, then so quickly. We got a first ult with Priest right here. With Adrenaline. Although it's occasional, it's pretty cool to see the extra crit damage apply in different techs. But it's pretty rare since we've only got 5% chance. I did contemplate on running Hamster instead of Bat Pet, but I'm kind of getting pretty slammed right now by the boss. Just don't have not doing enough damage output for the Bat Pet to be healing me as effectively as it usually should. Kind of mostly using Pure Hands, occasionally using Priest. It's just hard to stick with using Priest since we can't even M1. And since I have Adrenaline, I like to M1 with Adrenaline and take advantage of the attack speed to get more DPS. we go. We got another alt with Priest. The synergy is nice. Well, I would say Priest is synergizes with pretty much any weapon, but you could showcase it pretty nice with the pure hands right here. Alright. Looks like the fight's finally done. Took us about 10 minutes. Guess that's alright. Yep. Oh, we got a bow part. Nice. But 10 minutes and 28 seconds right there. Alright, my final thoughts. Definitely an interesting build with interesting synergy, and I'm pretty sure one of these cosmetics is actually bugged, so and one of these isn't actually helping too much, but it's pretty cool to try and solo the raid in such an interesting handicap right here. As I said during the fight, maybe I would have gone for a hamster if I wasn't taking too much damage. Maybe if I had Priest B move, I would go for this, so that this critical damage passive will actually be more relevant, since only 5% critical chance is not the most helpful thing in the world. As far as adrenaline, it was fun, and it's nice to M1 pretty quickly, but if I don't have any other items that increase my attack speed, it's not really the most noticeable thing ever, but it's still pretty nice to have while I'm waiting for cooldowns to just use adrenaline and use the M1s from pure hand. But I want to give a shout out to Sir Purgatory 7311 for this video idea. For future updates, I'll be planning on making builds of using only items that came out in the new update, and it's a cool showcase to show what released this update and how they synergize together, and really helps you get to know more of the new items that came out. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching, and thank you to everybody who's been subscribing. I really appreciate all of you guys, so thank you so much. I'm very grateful.